Hi and welcome. It's Thursday again, which means it's time for our weekly Daydream District interview. My name is Sebastian and this channel is called Daydream District, bringing you the latest and greatest about Daydream VR, so if you haven't subscribed yet, do so now. Today it's my pleasure to speak with Marek Antoniuk of the Riftcat team. For all of you who don't know Riftcat, Riftcat allows you to play SteamVR games on your Daydream VR or actually on any other mobile VR headset. It's a great piece of software, and if you have old PlayStation Move controllers lying around, you could even use them for positional input, just like with the HTC Vive or the Oculus Rift. I did a hands-on video of Riftcat a couple of weeks ago, and if you're interested in it, you can check it out here. So without further ado, let's jump right into the interview with Marek Antoniuk of the Riftcat team. Happy to say hello to Marek Antoniuk from the Riftcat VRidge team. Hi Marek, how are you doing today?
Hello. Hi, I'm fine. I hope that you are doing well, good as well.
I'm doing very well. Okay, Marek, thank you so much for taking the time for this interview. Could you quickly explain what Riftcat VRidge is to all the viewers who have never heard about Riftcat?
Okay, so VRidge is a software that lets you connect your phone with your PC. So your PC starts to think that your phone is an HTC Vive or Oculus Rift headset. So you basically can play HTC Vive and Oculus Rift games inside Google Cardboard type device or Daydream Viewer or any other mobile VR headset like GearVR or other plastic ones, etc., etc.
Cool. So this means with the Daydream View headset or with any other cardboard headset, actually, I can play SteamVR games. Is that correct?
Yeah, you can play SteamVR games, even Oculus Rift ones with Revive software. And you can play games like Elite Dangerous, a Euro Truck Simulator 2, Minecraft with Fivecraft mod. You can play Subnautica, you can play Eve Valkyrie, and many other games that are being made for VR. Usually the games that have seated experience that do not track your hands. But for those, you can also use do-it-yourself controllers with PS Moves or Leap Motion device and other hardware.
Okay, we're going to talk a bit about this later. But now I would like to know what kind of computer will you need to make this work?
Okay, so you need pretty powerful PC. I mean, at least the PC with a decent GPU. The computer has to be able to run the virtual reality game. Otherwise, VRidge does not use any computer resources. It uses the special modules on your GPU that sends the video stream, and it does not use the computing power. So if the game runs well on your PC, it should VRidge should stream it well without any issues, and it should work. Of course, VR games usually require much stronger PC than normal games. It's usually 2.5 higher requirements for the games. But any PC with a decent GPU should work, at least for now, because the games are not that they do not tend to have such high quality graphics. But it will change in the future.
Okay, I can totally second that, because I tried out VRidge on my laptop. Actually, I have a Dell XPS 15 with a dedicated NVIDIA graphics chip, and it's not VR ready. I cannot run like Oculus Rift on it, but I tried VRidge. I tried Riftcat VRidge, and it worked very nice. So if you have like a good PC that can play the latest games, basically you should totally give it a try.
Yeah, well, we encourage everyone to try. It's free to try, actually. VRidge has free version. It lets you play for 10 minutes each session, so you can start as many times as you want. And if you want to support us and support our development and use the VRidge full version without time limit, then feel free to purchase. It costs €15 or $15 in the USA. And I'm very happy to hear that it works well for you. So,
yes, it's really
so
cool.
That's nice.
Very nice. Yeah, I can totally second that as well. Simply try it out for free. You can get it on riftcat.com, right?
Yeah, exactly. Riftcat.com. There is a landing page when you can download the desktop client, and then everything will. When you install our client and launch it and log in into Riftcat, then everything will be pretty easy to set up. All the messages will tell you what to do, when to download the application, what to do, when to press yes, when the phone will be detected, and everything will be ready. And there's also plenty of guides made by us and other users, by our very great community, about how to set up everything, how to set up specific games. And we want the whole experience to be as easy to use as possible, because when we created Riftcat and VRidge, we wanted to make it from the very beginning, to make it as easy to use as possible, so no one will have troubles setting this all up, because VR industry needs to get into the mainstream, and it's the concept of streaming and connecting to devices itself is pretty complex as it is. So we wanted to make it as easy as possible, make it so no one will have troubles connecting together.
Perfect. So for all the viewers now of Daydream District who have a Daydream View headset, I also made a tutorial how to use Riftcat VRidge for the Pixel. And yeah, I can tell you it works very nice on the Pixel. Of course, it's the best phone right now for Android, so it will work perfectly. So check out the tutorial that I made. I'm going to link it somewhere here, and yeah, just check it out. So what kind of phone do you need? Will any Android phone work?
VRidge requires at least Android 5.0. We want to add support for Android 4.4, but those phones are becoming obsolete, and they do not usually have decent resolution, so the experience is not that great. But if you have a phone with Android 5.0 and the bigger resolution, the better. Then you can have a very decent experience and check out how PC VR looks like, how those awesome games that are designed for HTC Vive games look like, how can you enter the real PC VR gaming. So you need an Android 5.0 with decent resolution screen. Full HD would be, I'd say it would be minimal for the for the decent experience, I'd say.
All right, yeah, that's great, because well, this is this channel is about Daydream, so most people will have like a Daydream ready device, so a Pixel or Motorola Z. So there's absolutely no problem in using Riftcat VRidge.
Yeah, Daydream, actually, Google Pixel phones has a very, very accurate sensors. So we really like it, because normally Google Cardboard tends to have this drift issue when your front is being moved somewhere else. We have a shortcut for that to fix, to recenter the camera. But in case of Google Pixel phones, it's not the issue is not that strong. I mean, it's much better because of the accurate sensors that are inside. So that's very nice.
Perfect. That's great. So with just the phone and Riftcat and your computer, you will be able to play all the seated SteamVR games, like Project Cars, for example.
Exactly.
Okay.
Project Cars, like Eve Valkyrie, many other games, and of course, with just VRidge, you will be able to play seated experiences, but with additional tinkering, with PS moves or leap motion, you can play the games that requires hand controllers and positional tracking as well.
Yeah, that's really interesting, and I would like to speak a bit more about this, as you know already. So tell us a bit more about this tinkering. So if you have some PlayStation Move controllers at home, what can you do with them?
Well, if you have 3 PS Move controllers and 2 PS Move cameras, you can make a do-it-yourself HTC Vive with full room scale tracking. You need 3 PS Move controllers because one of them has to be strapped to your headset. So your head, so one PS Move controller can track your head to make positional tracking for your head. It's almost like HTC Vive experience, except that it has some latency to the movement, and it's not that accurate. But well, HTC Vive is pretty expensive, and it's a very top-notch hardware, and I really encourage people to buy it. It's very, very great. But PS Move is also a viable alternative. So
great.
So it's really nice.
Yeah, that's cool. So I've seen there's some really good tutorials out there as well for people to help you set up your PS Move controllers together with Riftcat. So if somebody has 3 PS Move controllers at home and 2 cameras, then you will be able to set up your own HTC Vive together with Riftcat, like a do-it-yourself HTC Vive, which is pretty awesome.
Exactly. There is a guide made by Dali Tech on our help center, and there is plenty of other guides as well. People are doing really great stuff. We love our community because of that, because they come up with things that we didn't even think of. We thought that okay, VRidge will be for seated experiences only, and then people say to us, okay, look at this, I made a room scale tracking with PS Move controllers, or I used Leap Motion to track your hands in VR. So and you have like those virtual
Incredible.
HTC Vive controllers. So it's really great what people can come up with, and we really love to cooperate with them. I think that together with strong community, we can make mobile PC VR a really great and big thing.
I think so too. It seems there is a huge demand for this kind of positional tracking in mobile VR, which we don't have right now. And people really would like to experience these big VR things, right? They have a mobile VR system like Daydream or Cardboard, but they really would like to see what are the games like in HTC Vive and Oculus Rift. And with Riftcat, they basically can simply try it out for very cheap, like for free actually, for 10 minutes, right?
It was our aim from the very beginning, and we still improve our software. We make it as good as possible. We want to like squeeze even more out of this kind of technology, and we are improving it every day. We are releasing an updates on regular intervals, well, there's still a lot of stuff to do. We wait for other companies to join us to make, for example, positional tracking, like Nolo VR and Finch Shift products want to bring to the market, and we are in touch with them. So we hope that we'll be able to make full room scale experience with much lower cost than HTC Vive or Oculus Rift.
Very exciting indeed. I have one more question for the PlayStation Move controllers. What if I'd only have two PlayStation Move controllers? Like I only have two PlayStation Move controllers. Can I still use it? Probably with just one camera? Is it possible?
To be honest, I didn't try it, but I think it would work with rotational. Then it would work with rotational head movement, but you could still track your hands, except without positional tracking for your head. So you couldn't make the you couldn't lean forward or backward or something like that.
I see. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, so as you have mentioned already, there's like other companies who are working on these input methods to work together with Riftcat, which is very exciting. So I had already interviewed Nolo VR and Finch both, and both have very exciting positional tracking devices that could work together with you. So are you working together with them?
Yeah, we are in touch. We are establishing the details, how to cooperate together, how to support their controllers in Riftcat. And I think we'll be able to make pretty great impact on PC VR together. We didn't have a chance yet to try their hardware. It's been sent to us, and we are awaiting that, and we're really curious how it works. But I can assure you and all the Daydream community that we will make a support for their controllers. So it will be it's very interesting time ahead of us for mobile VR gaming, especially. And I hope we'll be able to make affordable full room scale solution for mobile VR.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's going to be really great, and I hope that these controllers will be very accurate, of course. But from the demos that I've seen, it looks really good. It looks really perfect. And if it would work together with Riftcat out of the box, which I think you and those companies want, that would be just perfect. I think the Nolo will cost around 99 in their Kickstarter, and they want to bundle it with Riftcat. So you will be able to get like an HTC Vive kind of like experience for like $100 US. Which is
incredible. It's like with phones. You have low-end phones and you have high-end phones with different price points, and it will be the same with VR. For the best experiences, you can have HTC Vive from the like high-tier price, and you can go for the lower tier, which will be, for example, Riftcat with Nolo VR or Finch Shift. So So it will be really well. That's how we will probably fit into the market. So every VR company now wants VR to succeed because, well, everyone is worried if it's going to become mainstream or not. And those are the kind of solutions that we want to bring, so it will be easier to get into it. Because right now, people are not that willing to spend a few $100s for equipment that they don't even know if they're gonna like it. So it's going to be something that we will be able to fix with our solutions.
Great. So what do you think? Will VR become mainstream?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, well, you hope for sure.
I mean, if I wouldn't believe it, then we wouldn't be making the software that we make. It's all a matter of who will be the main consumer of VR. Will it be gamers? Will it be social experiences? It's up to for the debate. But I think the technology is a new medium. It's something different than television, than internet, than press, and virtual reality makes something different. And let's not forget that VHS cassettes were the most successful because porn adapted it, and VR is being adapted by porn. So I think we are set. So yeah, we are onto something here. So I think VR will succeed. I mean, this technology is impressive. Every time I show someone VR to someone, they say that it's either exciting or it's okay. And there are barely people who say that it sucks. So I think this technology has a really great potential. We can already see it. Even the people who are not technological persons, they put VR and they say, wow, I really like it. Well, we have this business, in, for example, energy industry. And well, we are on the exhibitions and they're very, very dull because, well, there's just papers on the tables and nothing else. And that would be great. That would be so awesome. So people are really coming up with ideas. What can we do with this technology yet? So I think in a few years it will be something used broadly and very, very popular around the world.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think especially the mobile VR will play a big role in this because we all have smartphones right now, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So let's say in 1 or 2 years, most of the phones will have the capability to be Daydream ready, for example. So they're good enough for VR. So I believe this is going to be a big mobile VR revolution, and this will help it to become mainstream.
We hope so too, and we will work hard to make this dream happen. I mean, well, this is something when we started working on this project, we didn't even thought that we will be in such position as we are right now. I mean, that the people will like our product so much.
Absolutely.
So it's very great to work. It's very fulfilling when you do something that you know that people really like and really want. And we have a lot of people who are saying that what we are doing is great and we have their support. Some people even are saying that, oh, you're pricing it at €15 and why there is no option to pay more? I would pay more. So
wow.
That's it's very encouraging. It's very
great.
Encouraging, and that's great that we can be part of this awesome community and virtual reality industry overall.
It's a very exciting time right now. It's like a bit like a gold rush. Yeah, it's so new. There's so many interesting things coming up, and it's really cool. And I have to tell you that I personally think that Riftcat is one of the most interesting companies in Europe for VR.
Thank you very much. It's very encouraging. It's like a fuel for us. It makes us it gives us this kick to work even harder and to make even greater things. And we have some stuff up our sleeves, and we will release it. Well, we just need time. All the stuff we want to do just takes time. And we convert the coffee and pizza into code. So we hope to eat as much pizza and coffee as we can this year.
So now I would like to ask you a bit about your team and also about the history of Riftcat. How did everything start? Could you tell us a bit about it?
Okay, so everything started at our university. We were studying computer science. We did some projects. We started in several competitions like Microsoft Imagine Cup and all that kind of stuff. And we always wanted to create a successful startup and successful product. And at some point we came up, we saw Oculus, right? And we bought DK1 and we were like, wow, that is the future. And we are going to make products with this software. And then we ended up with Riftcat. Riftcat at the beginning was the idea that we will make Steam for VR. Well, it sounded, for example, I don't know the reason, but for some reason it was reasonable for us. So we went for it. And we made it, and we created a library for games. We asked some developers to publish on our website, and we did it. And we even gained an investor for this platform, and that gave us the beginning, right? So we were able to work for several months on it. We released the Riftcat, but well, it didn't work as expected because, well, no one needed that, especially that there was not too many Oculus Rifts around the world. And then there was the idea for Vridge that was in our heads for a long time. And Łukasz and Wojtek in our team are specialized in high-performance media programming. So they knew how to do it, and they knew how to do it better than any solution that is being made on the market right now. So we went for it. We decided to make it. We made a beta version in several months, and we released it on Reddit, and bam, it exploded. People really loved it, and we were very happy about it. And we started to gain traction. The media, we got attention of the media, like The Verge or Android Authority. And then after 3 months, we ended beta stage and we released we said that, well, it's a full version. We started to get payments. And
very important.
And, yeah, well, it's well, of course, I would like to, contribute to virtual reality and make it free, but well, we have to eat, and we have to eat and live somewhere. So that's the basic reason why we have to take the payments.
No,
but
that's fine. That's totally fine. You're making a great product, and I think people are totally willing to pay for it to support you. And a great product normally costs money. That's totally fine.
Yeah, but well, it's just we asked people on Reddit before releasing the price, and we asked them if this price point is fair, and they said that it's fine, and people even expected it to cost more. So we, from the very beginning, we wanted to create a very fair business. We don't want to reap money out of people to just get the money. If people don't like our product, I highly encourage people to test Vridge on the free version first before purchase. Just don't purchase Vridge if you don't want to do it, if you're not sure if it's going to work or something like that. It's just, we don't want to rip people off. And if you purchase it and it doesn't work for you, we will return your money, no problem.
Perfect, that's great. So how many are there of you, and how did you get to know each other?
We have 5 people working on VRidge on the daily basis, but Łukasz and Wojtek are doing the core features. The rest are the people responsible for design, marketing, and the business development strategies. And we have also a different team that is responsible for the game design. We are producing a game right now for virtual reality. But I cannot go into the details because, well, I have nothing to show yet. So this is something for the future, but we'll release it eventually.
Okay, great. So can you tell us now the final answer? Is it pronounced VRidge or Vridge?
To be honest, I don't know. Well, it's people, when I speak English, I tend to say VRidge, but when I speak Polish, like we usually do in our office, I say Vridge. Our Vridge name came from bridge, because it's a bridge between two worlds, PC virtual reality and mobile virtual reality. So yes, it would be like the Vridge should be the name, but
okay.
But if people want to say VRidge, we have no problem with that. Okay. And to be honest, as long as people recognize it as the same stuff, then it's not a problem, really.
Got it. Perfect. And in terms of your startup, where are you right now? Are you looking for investment, or are you okay without investment?
Now, we are okay right now. We are not looking for investment. We are looking for smarts. I mean, we are young people. We are looking for people who are experienced in marketing, in development. I mean, business development and all that kind of stuff. Anything that can help us grow virtual reality, grow mobile PC VR, mobile PC VR, and this is what we look for. And we are, you asked me when we are located. We are located in Białystok, Poland. It's a small city, pretty close to Warsaw, the capital of Poland. And that's how it is.
Cool. So, are you thinking probably to join an no, again, I'm going to ask this again. Are you thinking about joining an accelerator? English is tough. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to try again. Well, so if you're looking for business development and all these kind of smarts, are you thinking about joining like 500 startups or Y Combinator, one of the accelerators in the States?
We thought about it, but I think this is such accelerators are on the earlier stage of the company. I think so, but I'm not sure entirely. Well, we are not sure if the relocation right now would be a good move by us, because living in Poland is cheaper, so we can easily maintain our operations with lower amounts of money, and with the current earnings, it would be harder in the USA to stay on the without issues to operate the business and all that kinds of stuff. So it's okay. The Polish lower cost of living are working for us. So it's really great here.
That makes sense. That's very cool. Good to know that. I think the only problem that you might have right now, for example, is with Daydream. You don't have Daydream in Poland, right? So you have to.
Oh yeah, that's yeah, that was the issue. I mean, Poland is part of European Union, so it's the same, like almost like the same market. But for some reason, Google didn't decide to release the headset and the phone in Poland, so we couldn't even order it from Poland, from, for example, British shops or German shops. But we found an importer who does importing from Germany, and they buy the phones and the equipment from Germany and they import it to Poland. And we did it that way, but it took some time. But finally, we've got the equipment in our office, and now we can make better Daydream support. We didn't yet fully integrate Daydream with VRidge, just because it arrived not that long time ago. And we didn't have time, so it didn't come out with the recent update, but it will come in the next updates.
Okay, that's fantastic. So when do you think those Daydream updates will come? How long does the Daydream community still have to wait until it's?
Oh, I don't want to set the dates, because it's with this technology it works like this. Łukasz, how much it will take, do you think? Oh, I think it will take two weeks, and then on the week 2 something strange in Android system comes up that blocks everything. I mean, there's so much research, so much trials and errors that it takes months to do. Yeah. So I don't want to state any specific dates, because people might then say, "Oh, Marek, you said that it's going to be released this week. Why not?"
Exactly. You said on Daydream District you're gonna.
Yeah, exactly. I have this on video.
Exactly. Yeah, but anyways, even now, Daydream users can use your software, and I showed it in the tutorial, so it works without any problem actually. Yeah. So I'm wondering.
It works pretty well.
Exactly. So what are you working on right now? Your engineers. Is there still something to improve?
Yeah, we are working right now on the sound streaming, because right now you can't have a completely wireless experience if you want to have sounds. So you have to plug in your headphones to your PC, Well, except if you don't have the well, you can have wireless one, but we want the normal headset to work as well, being connected to your phone only. And that's the one thing that we're working on. Another one is we are dealing with a very, very complex and sophisticated issue of jitter. I mean, by jitter, I mean there is this small flickering of the screen when you move your head around. This is something that I'm not sure if I'll be able to explain well, because this is a complicated thing that Łukasz is specializing in. But it has to do that normally when the display has connection, it has direct connection, like it knows what GPU is doing. In our case, it's not, because we are just sending the video stream. So we do not know we have no information from the GPU about what's coming up next, what's going to happen. So it's a very complex issue. We have some ideas how to decrease the problem and make it even better, but it will take some time. We would also like to make iOS version, because, well, of course, iPhones are a very big part of the market, and the iPhone users would like to try PC VR as well. We would like to make the fake 3D. I mean, we would like to make the possibility of playing normal games in virtual reality. Because people said that they would like to see to have such options like our competition has, and we do not have it yet. So this is something that we'd like to release as well.
Okay, yeah, this is probably one thing that we can also shortly talk about. There's you have one big competition, which is Trainers VR, and it seems like the difference is that they will translate the head movement to mouse movements. Right.
Yeah, it's because when you have normal game, it does not have support for virtual reality head movements. So the trick is to use the head movements to translate it to mouse movements. It's we are not sure if it's that it's a feature that people will be able to play hours in it, because it's just like strapping a big monitor in front of your eyes, and it does not even have a 3D vision. So it's pretty strange that people would like to have such option, but well, we can't be worse than our competition. We already do a lot of stuff much better than our competitor, but we will have to catch up on this feature eventually.
Got it. So for your technology, basically, you're telling Steam that actually there is an HTC Vive connected.
It's actually works on the standard that HTC Vive, the Valve company developed. It's a SteamVR standard that we made a driver that basically SteamVR driver starts to think that there is an HTC Vive compatible headset connected, and it's not a headset, but it's a software. But still, that's the way the driver thinks, and it works. It just thinks that your computer starts to think that your phone is an HTC Vive.
That is incredible. That is really cool. So at the end of our interview, I would like to encourage all the Daydream District viewers to go to riftcat.com now and download the free trial software.
Yeah, exactly.
To try it out. Does it work? How well does it work? Do you like it? And of course, if you like it, you can purchase the full version for €15 or $15.
Yeah, exactly. I highly encourage people to try it. It doesn't cost anything. If you have a PC, decent PC and Android phone and Google Cardboard or Daydream View or any other viewer for mobile VR gaming, you can try it and have fun in games like Elite Dangerous and the other games that are that have high graphics quality and much more sophisticated gameplay than normal cardboard experiences.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for your time, Marek.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
I hope that. I'd like to thank you for your great work towards propagating the VR, the mobile VR, and Daydream, knowledge around the world.
Thank you very much. That's it for our weekly interview. So Riftcat is definitely an awesome software that you have to try out if you would like to play SteamVR games on your Daydream VR. I hope you enjoyed this interview. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to Daydream District yet, do so now.